banquet hall blending classic charm with modern elegance. Located in Pierrefonds in the Greater Montreal area for over 30 years, Casa Reception offers 6 beautifully renovated private halls accommodating 40 to 200 guests comfortably. For more information, you can visit them at casareceptions.ca. Van Cropsel, a hard-working real estate broker at RE/MAX Alliance. Whether it's residential or commercial, Van is dedicated to helping you find or sell the perfect property. Van, you're the man. Welcome to another episode, and I love these episodes. I love every episode, but this one is a special episode. I'm sure everybody who's watching can recognize who my guest is right now, and this is going to be a wild one. I think this is going to be really fun.
See?
He's like bringing down the expectation.
Exactly.
Trust me, it'll get there. But honestly, thank you so much. Thanks to our sponsors, Casa Reception and Van. Van, you're the man. I came up with that jingle because it fits. Just saying. It does. Hi, Vanny.
Now you need to come up with one for Casa.
Casa. Van sells casas.
There you go.
That's what it is. Hey, Vanny.
How's it going?
Good, you?
Good. I'm excited too.
It shows.
I'm very excited.
That's his excitement face.
Yes.
Okay, exactly.
Introduce him.
I am introducing so.
I didn't want to talk until you introduced me. So
I am going to
yeah.
introduce you. So, Mr. Stevie Vecera. Nice. Welcome.
Thank you very
so
much.
Happy
Thank
that you're
you.
here.
Oh, for sure. Thanks for inviting me and everything. So what's going on? What's up? I'm excited to be here. So, with Steph, with you, I've known you guys. You guys are amazing. So
We come to all your parties,
Yeah,
man.
you know,
all
that's
parties,
it.
Exactly. Insieme Montreal, even represented here. So why not,
Sweet.
So tell me, what's up?
So what's up with you? This is your moment.
Exactly.
So this is your moment.
Your moment.
It's
What
your
is it?
moment.
It's
Exactly.
like he's performing in a movie.
Performing
He's
finance.
got
Exactly.
Robert De
That's it.
Niro step aside.
There you
For
go.
sure.
Hey, let's talk it out is up.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So tell us, because I know you do a lot of DJing, you do a lot of social media, you do a lot of promotions, a lot of promoting. So, and you have your hands dabbling everywhere. That didn't come out right, but you do know what I mean.
Yeah, for sure.
You do know what I mean.
course.
So, everybody watching, I know everybody recognizes you, but who really is Stevie? Like, who is Stevie? Who's the man behind the mask?
Exactly.
There you go.
Well, everybody used to know me as a DJ and stuff like that, so I started promoting and everything, but then I was more of a promoter and everything. Then I worked in a lot of clubs. I worked at Moomba, which is, I got my name for that, Do a lot of weddings and stuff, and then after I started in Insieme in 2006, and that just blew up and everything like that. And I still do the events and all that stuff, and I do marketing. I have a marketing firm as well. So I just don't have a lot of free time. I haven't been on vacation in like 6-7 years, so that kind of bums me out a bit.
I feel you.
It's a lot of stress. I mean, a lot of people like to work and everything like that. It's a lot of work, but I am a workaholic, but I don't want to be a workaholic. So unfortunately,
Double-edged sword there.
It's just that every time there's a new event and stuff, I get a new idea. I wake up and okay, let's do another event. You know what I mean? So it's just like, it kind of wastes my time and everything. I have so many things going on, but you know what? At the end of the day, it's fun. That's what keeps me going. You know what? If I stop, I think I'm just going to lose my mind. So I just continue doing it all the time,
So if you weren't doing this, what would you do?
I have no idea. Well, now it's too late. I don't know. I have no idea. I never had a 9-to-5 job. I think I did. Actually, I did during COVID. I was working for MindGeek, which is like Pornhub and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I worked for them.
That on the carry?
I worked on the carry.
That's amazing.
Literally, seriously, one of the best jobs I ever had.
Yeah, they're awesome. I used to
Not
go
for
there all the time.
not for the content. I didn't like the content too much because even though I'm straight and everything, but I just didn't like the content because seeing it all the time.
Yeah.
But the actual company working for them,
Yeah.
they were absolutely amazing.
Yeah. My cousin used to work there. I used to deliver parcels there.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's it.
nice.
I was there for 3 years during COVID because nothing was happening,
Yeah.
and that's it. They were amazing. They paid me well. I got a lot of gifts, dividends. They were paying me very good. So
Yeah.
I just liked them. Then once everything started opening up during COVID, then after I had to stop and everything like that. Then they started laying off everybody. All my bosses were like gone.
Oh, no.
So I didn't I'm there. What am I doing? Who's my boss? Well, you could stay. You're not fired. But I'm like, yeah, I know. But what do I do? I don't know. So after it started stabilizing a bit and everything, but then after I'm like, okay, the weddings are starting and Insieme is huge, and I'm just like, whatever, I don't need this anymore, you know?
Oh, it's very smart.
Benefits were great. So, you know, being a free agent or a travailleur autonome, I mean, you know, you don't have those benefits as working as a 9-to-5 job, but I'm not the type of person to stay on the desk and just like, I can't. I need to be out, you know what I mean? I've gotten offers to work and everything, but I don't know. I'd rather make less money and just enjoy myself. What I want to do.
Do your thing.
Yeah.
Do my thing.
Oh, that's fantastic.
How do you split? How do you split the time? Like, is Insieme taking care of mainly your is that your main thing now? I mean,
it is. It started off to be a side hustle. Now it's now we're incorporated, so I have my partner as well, and it's getting just bigger and bigger every day. It's just crazy.
oh, it's fucking.
Well,
huge,
the last
bro.
one was what, 700 people?
Yeah, but that's like Shanna. That's one of our events. That's our event
That's
section.
one of.
Yeah. That's one. Yeah, that's one.
Because we're different divisions. We have this social media, and then we have what you see on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, and then there's the events way, and then there's the marketing. So there's 3 different things,
insane.
you know.
Well, explain them.
Yeah,
Explain
yeah,
each
yeah.
one. Yeah. Let
Yeah,
people
well,
know what it is.
The Insieme, well, the social media, of course, is Insieme Montreal. That's on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Instagram's our hub, and we have a team of 11 people. Go to restaurants, we do comedy, we do all kinds of stuff.
I should be doing that during the day.
Yeah, I know, for real. Exactly.
What a life.
I have a lot of comedy. I come up with all the events. I don't sleep. I just wake up and I want to do this new series, like the one that's with Frank.
That's amazing.
Oh, that was so funny. I saw
Leonard
that.
slang. I mean, Frank is a character. I love Frank, and I always looked at him and I'm like, this guy, he's the best.
He's going places.
He's going places. He's a gangster. He's not a gangster. He's really a nice guy, but he has that look, you know?
Yeah.
So those videos really go viral. I like doing those. There's Anthony, and then there's Marie, there's Connie, there's Julia. I have great staff.
I know them all. I know them all.
You know them all. Rosie, of course.
Yeah.
I'm missing Jess in the city. So what I do is I take these people and I tell them if you want to work for Insieme and stuff like that. And then after I just develop a character for them.
That's great.
Instead of having those regular like influencer people, my name is Jess, my name is this, I like to do a character for them. So, you know, they get popular and they get it seen on the streets and people like, hey, you're Jess in the city, you're this, you're Frank. Hey, you know, Frank is very popular right now, seriously. Like I've walked with him and like, you know, people like really like him and stuff.
Nice.
And he's liking it, you know? So I like when people are happy with my content. That's what kind of gives me that dopamine, because I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't take drugs, I don't do anything right now because I'm kind of boring. But that dopamine of people liking our content and stuff like that, or my events and stuff, I really enjoy that, you know?
So how do you choose these characters for the people? Do you go by the vibe? Do you go by the person? Like, how do you know who fits what role and what context they're going to present themselves in?
Well, because I kind of know their style. Usually I like to meet them first, and then after I'll see by the way they act and all that stuff, I'll kind of know what I want to do with them. Yeah. And I'll tell them this is what I want. Most of the time they're okay with it and everything like that, and that's it. So I don't know. I just like doing that, you know. I like the character building. It's more of about a movie and stuff like that. When people want to see my stuff, I want it to look like they're looking at a movie, not just a regular person. You know, I want to bump that up, you know?
Nice.
Of course.
And so how do you come up with these concepts, like these different segments? Like I had the limoncello one that you had, and I was following some of them, and I was like, wow, this is very innovative. Yeah. You know, it's very smart the way they're presented and the ideas behind it. So how is it? Like, you're sleeping in the middle of the night and say, I want to do something on limoncello.
Yeah, most of my time, I'm like, that's why I kind of like, I don't go on vacation a lot. I don't really have I have a social life. I have a lot of friends, you know, like on my birthday, we're like 60 people, you know. I have a lot of good friends and everything like that. But like the vacation, I don't go on. So that kind of like, there's like a pros and cons about being, you know, the owner of Insieme and stuff like that. It's like, it's hard because I don't go on vacation. But like I said, the sleeping is kind of hard too, because when I wake up or I'm sleeping and I'm just dreaming about things that I want to do, I'll wake up, write a little thing, you know, and just try to make sure that, okay, so just get ideas and stuff, you know?
Nice.
It's really hard to explain. There's a lot of things that I'm saying right now that don't make sense, but they make sense in my head. It's like sometimes I'll even wake up, I don't know if you saw that Seinfeld thing when they wake up and he remembers a joke, but it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, he writes it down, then the next morning he doesn't know what he wrote. It's like blah, blah, remember I went to, like, sometimes it happens. I'll just write, okay, this is great, you know? And yeah, that's it. It's just that I think Insieme is like, in a good way and a bad way, it's kind of ruining my life. But I love it. No, it is. It's like, you know, it ruined some relationships now, whatever. Some relationships it's just because I'm constantly thinking about it, Usually on Sundays, I have Pino, which is my guy from Toronto. He's very popular right now. So I don't have to do nothing on Sundays. So Sundays, I kind of relax and kind of chill that out. Yeah, I try not to do too much on Sunday. And then it's Monday, we're back to normal. I post 7 days a week and everything.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then we're then on my marketing firm. I do some stores that I do their marketing, like Beer Finelli as well. Is one of my good customers.
Oh, cool. Very good.
Mabrasserie, I do Rizin Grec. I do a couple of things that's marketing. And then is my events, like Cena, Insieme, my Capodanno, which is my New Year's Eve party, and then we do periodically Joan Mary's, which was my big show from Joan Mary's, so our fake wedding show. Mostly in Toronto now. It's coming back in Montreal on May 2nd. So
sweet.
Wow.
We'll see how it goes in Montreal, but it's been really good in Toronto now.
Yeah.
So the last 4 shows have been in Toronto, Hamilton, and Vaughan all the time. So I like it there.
Very good. So out of everything that you do, if you had to choose one, what would you enjoy the most out of everything that you do? I'm talking about like DJing and CME. I'm talking everything, marketing. What's that one that you would say if I had to put my name and draw it, and that would
just
be
take
it?
one thing and I'm making money off that, would just be Insieme.
Yeah,
just that. I think that because I think I'm doing too much. But I'm a perfectionist, so everything that I do is actually, I'm giving a lot of, how do I say it? I'm just giving my number one thing to all of them. I'm not like, sometimes when people do like too many things, they neglect one and it sucks. I try to make sure I'm a perfectionist that everything does good.
Very nice.
I love DJing and all that stuff, but I mean, it's whatever. If I had to do one thing, it'd have to be just Insieme, because I think that could take over my whole life,
Yeah.
And my staff is getting bigger and bigger, so it's hard to control everything,
Now, how did you come up with Insieme?
I was 2006. It was I was working at Mumba, and I saw the Greek bouzouki nights. All those Greek people during the bouzouki nights and everything like that. Then I said, you know what? Let's do an Italian night. It's never been done before. So Italy won the World Cup. So we did a party for the World Cup, and it was just ballistic. It was crazy. It was at Mumba. It was a disaster. So I said, you know what? This is it. So now we did it was called the World Cup party and everything like that. People went mental. That's another story. It's been a long time for that. But then in 2006, then we did, after the party, we did Insieme.
Yeah.
And then after that, it just went crazy, where there's like 1,500 people. It was mental.
Well, you guys started off small. I remember you were doing it at a restaurant.
That's La
Oh, that's La Cena.
No, I remember. Like at one point you had La Cena, and it was like a little restaurant, sort of.
Then after
60 people, and it just like exploded.
For sure. 2006, when I started, was Insieme, the actual party for Italians, for kids, or for us, our age, whatever. I mean, I was a kid that time too. And then after that, we still do Insieme now. Yeah. It's just that now we did at Rouge, and now it's like younger and younger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's great. It's good for the young culture. I like that. For the young people. Next year, it's going to be somewhere else. And then after I invented La Cena.
Yeah.
La Cena, because I used to do a pizza party in 2012. 2013, it was a pizza party.
Yeah.
It's called the Insieme Pizza Party. Okay, whatever. Perfect. Whoever my followers were, I had like maybe, I don't even remember. I think I had 3,000 followers and stuff. But pretty cool followers. Yeah. Like they were engaging, Instagram that time wasn't the biggest, and Facebook and everything. But so I said, let's do a pizza party, Insieme Pizza Party. And then we were always like 20, 30 people all the time.
Yeah.
And it was fun. We used to do a piatto piano. It was great, Then I stopped it, and then I just didn't want to do it. I had a girlfriend, and I didn't want to do that. Because literally, I was picking up girls at those pizza parties too. Having a good time. It was crazy. It was like all my friends wanted to come, There was like 18 girls and like 3 guys, and like we're having a blast, We're trying to get more guys, but the guys, like, all the girls wanted to come, so it was fun, And then I was with Frank and Anthony, and the cannoli guy, Viscusi, yes. And I was just saying, you know what? I want to do go back to those people. They didn't know what it was, but I want to do something like a dinner, and we just do it all together. Just our followers come, 30, 40 people, whatever. People that, even if they're alone, they don't know where to go, because I know there's a lot of people that are single and stuff like that, but it wasn't a singles party, but I just wanted everybody just come and join us, and we'll host it and everything like that, And then after, like we had like Chena, which was the first one, it was at the Gusto.
Yeah.
And we were 45 people, sold out, it was jammed and stuff like that. I wanted to do a small price. I didn't want to make any profit off it. I really wanted it to be like free for everyone. Well, free, I mean, in general, like I don't make any money out of that, And then it was really fun. And then I met some followers a lot of followers that I didn't know and stuff. And then after we became friends, and then after was a little cultish thing, Then we did part 2, which was at the Elio's. And that was a little, everybody started coming back. New people started coming back too and everything like that. And then the third one, I don't remember where the third one was. I think it was at Central. Then it started getting bigger. Then it was 90 people. And then we started getting 100, and then 200, and then 300.
Oh my God.
And then 500, and 600. And then the last one was whatever it was.
Was it was just under 700, something like 650?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Of course, but we still invite a lot of people for free too. We'll take care of it, you know what I mean? But listen, I like China because I like it that it's that many people, but I do like when it was smaller, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you have to understand something, like we do it for 600 people and like people say, you must be getting all kinds of money, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're really not, because the hall, listen, they give it to us for cheap, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you come out of it, there's not much money you can make out of it.
Yeah.
Really, there isn't any.
Yeah.
You're paying $60. I mean, the hall is literally losing money.
Yeah.
But they're doing it as a promotion for us.
Yeah.
They believe in the Italian community. We are losing our Italian community, that's for sure. So they want to these are the kind of events that can help, It's a little thing, but it helps out the Italian community as well. And the hall wants to be, the hall or the restaurant event, you want to be associated with that. And that's it. So that's why we don't make that much money. I really don't want to bring up the prices.
Yeah.
People always tell us go up $75, $100. Listen, I don't. You know what I mean? Because I feel like people think we're making money, then that's not what I want. You know what I mean? I don't want to make money off that. You know what I mean? I'm okay with money. I don't need money. So, of course we all have to make money somehow.
Yeah.
No, but there's pros. There's pros to it. Just knowing that, like, not that people go because they know that, but just it's more based on a community thing.
For sure.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
that's cool. That's the cool part of it.
It
It's
is.
like really, you're dedicating your time.
Yeah.
And hopefully maybe other ways it'll come back. You gain more followers, you gain
Of
more people.
course.
Then when you do a big party,
Exactly.
whatever. I mean,
Yeah, it's good.
But it's nice for the people. They have a
Yes.
fucking great time.
They have
But
a
it's
great
true.
time.
The Italian community is just like very few and far between. Like we had discussions about this before as well in previous podcasts, that you don't have the youth engaged as much anymore. And I
No.
like the way you've incorporated that as
Yes.
well.
We actually, no matter what we do, I think that we have a lot of our youth, we have a lot of our reporters are young too, they're in their 20s and stuff like that. But I find it's still, the youth is starting to get a bit better.
Yeah.
I think the youth is basing themselves more on the American kind of style of Americans, the way the Americans do it.
Yeah.
And as in just with the water, the gabagool,
They watch Sopranos.
Yeah. So I find the young people, this is not a thing against the young people, but they see what's on TikTok and that's what they want to do.
Very trend based.
Very trend based, exactly. So what we do is we try to get the younger people. It is hard, even for us that we have a lot of young people. It's still hard. You know what I mean? So I know a lot of associations. They try to get the younger people, and I tell them, listen, guys, we have them, and it's still hard. You know what I mean? The younger people, because there's so many things they want to do. They love being Italian, especially in Montreal. They love being Italian and everything. The younger people, but they don't want to go that that extra step to be like in that Italian.
The traditional.
You know what I found
traditional.
though?
form.
You know what I found, because we've had this discussion a couple of times. What I find also is that when you do have the young people that are interested, they show interest. A lot of times, and I don't want to shit on anybody, but the older people don't accept what they want to do.
Yeah, I know.
And
Because
they limit it to, no, it has to be this way because.
Yeah, I know. You're right.
And then all of a sudden the younger ones are saying, what am I doing? I don't know. Okay, if
No,
I have
you're
to
right.
do that, it's got to be this or it's got to be that. It's got to, and then they're like, okay, well, forget it. You
Yeah,
know?
for sure. No, you're
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
I've seen it in associations. My association was the same thing. The young people came in, they wanted to take over, and then the old presidents and the board of and they're all in their 70s were like, well, no, you can't do that. Why? No, you just can't, because this is what we've been doing forever. It's like,
Yes.
well, you don't innovate,
Become
bro.
part of the woodwork.
You
yeah.
gotta,
for sure.
So,
Well, speaking of that, since we're on a podcast, I don't want to say names and stuff like that. I won't talk about that. But I've been to meetings where they invited us as Insieme, especially me, to
Yeah.
go and everything like that. And I already knew, like, I know I'm going to shut down for everything. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I
Yeah.
know they're not going to listen to me.
Yeah.
But listen, they should listen to me because I have, like, not because of the followers. I don't have that many followers, but my followers are very, it's like a cult. They listen
They're
to
dedicated. They're
They're
loyal.
dedicated,
They're
you
loyal.
know?
Yeah.
I post something up, I'm getting 1,000 likes. There's people with 100,000 likes and they're getting 50 likes, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our content is very Italian-based and everything. So I go to these meetings of people like you were talking about. You know what? And I say what it is, and they're like, no, this is not the way it is. We've been doing it for so long. I know, but
Yeah,
you
you
have,
see?
we have to do it for younger people, and they don't care whatever. It's just, maybe it's not the Italian thing. Maybe it's just an older generation. You know, not that I'm young or anything, but the older generation, I think if it's not broken, don't fix it stuff.
Change is hard for everybody.
Change is hard,
Yeah,
but
Especially
they want
when
to
you're-
stick to it, though. That's what it is.
you know, like, listen, I won't. I was about to say something. I won't say any names, but just like,
No, for sure, for sure.
it's just it's really difficult for, and we want to do our, you know, that's why we want to do our own stuff too as well. But when it comes to festivals and stuff, there's a lot of black tape,
Yeah.
red
Red
tape,
tape.
Red tape.
black tape, and red tape. There's all kinds of that.
Yeah.
They won't make it possible for us and everything. I mean, Ital Fest and all those other festivals, they have a grandfather rule, so they've been doing it for so long, so they can keep on doing it. But if something wants to do something new, it's going to be really hard. We did RDP en Folie, which was during COVID, and we got the permits. We had great people in the government that were working with us, and we wanted to do an Italian thing. It was an RDP. They shut us down. There's no. Well, we still did it. We still did
Yeah.
it. You know, it was during COVID. We had to like. But it was a multicultural. They said that you can't do an Italian event. You know what I mean? No, there was no such thing as an
Really,
Italian.
yeah?
Yeah. I don't know if I want to get into many details, and
Yeah.
that's what really, it had to be multicultural,
Yeah.
which is fine with me. I didn't mind, but that wasn't our first, when we sent in like the okay and stuff, we got an okay, but they said, yes, you can do the festival, we'll give you the funds and everything like that, some funds. It had to be multicultural. That's it. There was no, if you advertise it as an Italian thing, they will take away the funds, you know?
Really?
Yeah, they want to keep it multicultural. RDP is very Italian, but it is multicultural. I get it, but that's not what I wanted. You know what I mean? If I want to do a multicultural event, I'll do a multicultural event. I don't care for that.
absolutely.
But that wasn't my thing. So, but like I said, for the Italian stuff and everything, nobody believes in it. I don't think the government believes in it. I think they think we're all corrupt or something like that.
Yeah, we're all the Sopranos.
That we're all the Sopranos. I
that's
mean,
it.
that's what it is. A lot of people think that, you know. I mean, not everybody, but I think.
La plupart, the
Yes,
majority.
we're the minority, and plus the movies don't help and all that stuff.
That's a
but,
good
you
fellas.
know,
They'll put us in a trunk.
but exactly. But the Italians are a minority, and I think they see that, so they're like, okay, you know, especially in Quebec. I mean, Italians are getting smaller and smaller,
Yeah.
and for them, it's the government. It's maybe it's not because they don't like Italians. Maybe it's just that we're more of a niche right now. And, you know, they're like, you know, there's other nationalities that are coming in and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And that's why it goes with our events that are so important that we do them, just to show that, you know,
Well, we're proud.
we're small. We're proud.
We're proud.
But we're smaller.
But
Yeah.
your events are awesome because, and you know, like you, I've been doing tons of weddings. We've been doing it. We've known each other for years
Of course.
from the weddings, right?
Of course.
And I mean, I'm at a wedding every week, and I think if I do more than 3 Italian songs at a wedding,
Yeah.
it's like they don't want it.
No, I know. They don't want
And so
That's
that's
too
the, you know, and it's like, okay, I get it. You know, your event is like, you know, I'll say a good 30-40%
Yeah,
is
for sure.
Italian, which
Yeah.
is, and they get up and it's a full dance floor and they're doing a waltz, a tarantella, and it's fun. And
Yeah.
we don't get to see, like, sometimes it's good to show, hey, you could have some fun with
For
the
sure, of course
traditional
you can.
stuff,
Yeah.
right? But all the new weddings nowadays is like,
Yes.
play one, play
Touch
two, and
it.
then don't play anymore, you know?
Yeah.
I do a lot of like a lot of weddings. I'm jammed with
Yeah.
with the weddings and stuff with Gold Star, and you're right. And I would actually say about. I mean, if for a wedding, full Italian wedding, I'm playing about. If you don't count the dance music Italian like Julia and
Yeah,
Mac
yeah.
and stuff like that. If you're talking about traditional, maybe 5-6 songs max.
That's sad. That's sad, though. That's really, really sad because. But you know what? We are responsible for the tradition and the culture losing its authenticity.
Well, the good thing is, like,
Right.
you know, when you do go to a Greek wedding, they play Greek almost all night.
I love.
And they
Yes.
speak to each other.
And they
Do you
speak,
notice?
know, Jewish. Well, even the Jewish weddings are not. It's the horror at the beginning.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
about
of
it.
course.
No more than that. But again, we've been here for 3 generations now.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the 3rd generation.
Yeah.
you know.
But that's what I'm
it's gonna happen.
saying. It will get lost. It will get lost. It is getting lost.
It is getting lost.
But the fact that your events that you have, you're sort of shining a light on it and giving it as positive spin.
Of course.
In different outlets, be it with Frank, be it with Anthony, be it with, you know.
The slang is the best.
That is the best. Because you know what? We love it. Why do we love it? Because we can identify
Yeah,
with
for
it.
sure.
Right? Like the younger generation, they'll see this and they'll say, oh my God, you know, this is pretty funny. Like, what is this?
Of course.
And when you introduce them to that culture, you will say, oh my God, this is great. And they'll engage.
Of course.
But that's what you have. You have that hook.
Who comes up with the words?
Yeah, that's what was my...
Is that you? If you don't mind me asking.
You know what? In the beginning I came up with the words, and I still come up with the words. But sometimes I'll be at the gym, and there's a guy that comes up to me, "Hey, Fra!" He always comes up to me like he loves me.
Frate.
He's like, you know, because I say Fra in the thing, so everybody's like, "I got a word for you." So sometimes people come up with words. Sometimes they're stupid and everything, but you know, sometimes I'm like, nice.
Yeah.
And then I'll text myself the number and stuff like that, or the number, the word and everything. So a lot of people in the beginning, I still get some things. My parents will tell me that, some stuff too, my cousins. You know what? Everyday people come up to me, "No, I know a word for you," and stuff like that. And I'll take it down, of course.
Oh
if
my.
it's good, there's so many words that I'm losing it.
funny.
Yeah.
Listen, I just posted number 12. This was yesterday.
I saw it.
So
Oh
we
my
have-
God.
So we have 13 and 14 still coming up. And yeah, we're gonna start losing words a bit, so we
It's
need
hard,
some more
yeah.
words.
Well,
Yeah.
you could look at that dictionary. Remember the Laurie Mac dictionary
Yeah, Frank.
that came
yeah.
out?
Yeah, that wasn't Frank. That was I forgot his name. Yeah, I think it was Frank. My friend Frank. No, Fabio. That was his name.
Okay, it was a long time
Yeah,
ago.
it's a long time ago.
So funny. It was really
Some
funny.
people came up to me, and then after I checked it out and everything, because I know Fabio comes to La Cena too, and he started off the Italian
Oh
dictionary
my
and stuff
God,
like
it was
that.
the best.
Some of it is I can't use it. It's like it's not
Yeah.
whatever. But there's some words that people are coming up to me and they're just giving me some great words.
I love
Spack
it.
is the best one.
Back, it was I think one of our first or second ones. And then I tell Frank, and then Frank he's pretty
knows
fast.
them, yeah.
Yeah,
pretty
he's
fast.
good. He's good.
We do edit the videos. People say, "How do you come up with so fast?" I mean, we do
Yeah.
edit it a
Of
bit
course.
because we die of laughter. Seriously. Sometimes it's like we actually have to stop because we're dying. And there's swearing. We try not to swear in Insieme. We don't do any swearing. I'm very PG rated. I don't like when people swear and everything like that. But yeah, so we try to edit it in that way. But yeah, the words come out good, and you know, whatever. It's just everybody that comes up to us. Sometimes I'll think about it, and like I said, people just shout it out to me, and I'm like, okay, perfect. Let's go with the new word. You know?
I love it.
Yeah.
So where do you think Insieme, this whole Insieme, where would you like it to go from this point on? Or where do you see it going?
Yeah. Well, a lot of people try to make us, you know, why don't you go bigger and stuff like that. I mean, it is Insieme Montreal, so it is a niche. I mean, I can't really go into like, if I would go into an American vibe, like growing up Italian, which I know those guys, very nice guys, they're pretty much international. But I don't like, nothing against them. They're great. I just don't like their content. I mean, it's very generic stuff, you know, and I don't want to do that generic stuff. I want to keep it niche for Montreal and stuff like that. So that's what it is. I mean, we don't say gabagool. We don't
Yeah,
talk like that,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
We speak Italian here. It's a bit different. Our culture is different, you know? We have that French aspect to our Italian too. It's a different niche, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if I would go like that soprano style and everything like that, I mean, Frank gives it a bit. But I mean, if we would go fully like American style, yeah, my Insieme Montreal would probably get bigger and stuff like that, you know? But we're a niche. I want to keep it niche and stuff like that. So I
Keep
don't
it
know.
local.
Yeah,
Keep it local.
exactly.
I want to keep it local. I mean, what we could do, I'm thinking, is Insieme Toronto, Insieme Ottawa. That's what we're thinking of now.
Nice.
To branch it out that way.
Yeah.
I don't want to go in the States. I don't want to do States thing. I want to keep it more
Yeah.
kind
Canadian,
of
that's
local.
fantastic,
Canadian,
yeah.
I'm Canadian. I really want to do everything Canadian and stuff
I
like
love
yeah.
that mentality.
Yeah.
I really do.
The only thing we're doing right now is a little change. We have Connie. She's our new girl. She's going to be doing content in French now. So
Yes.
it's not.
Yeah, I saw
Nice.
that.
So we're
That's
starting to
pretty
do
cool.
French now.
That's cool.
I
Oh, that's-
really want to do French.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people, not fully French, but a lot of people are like, you know, why are you doing French for? I'm like, well,
Dude, there's a
unfortunately-
lot of
have
people
no
that
idea.
went to St. X, and you know, back in my day,
course,
St. X was full of Italians.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
Of course, because the generation that came
Of course.
a little bit, you know, a little bit before my parents, let's just say, most of them went to St. X. Of
course.
it was full. You know, it's
Yeah.
a lot of Italians
Yeah.
there.
So I want to keep that French, and I want also French people, like Pure Land French people,
Yeah.
to see our content as well. You know what I mean? Just to see it.
'Cause they
I-
love it, eh?
They love it, especially if we
They
start
do.
showing Italian.
Yeah.
Like Connie did the Bravi one, it did really, really good. And that's what I really want, the French. Maybe once or twice. Right now we'll start off with once and stuff, and then we're going to do it once or twice a week and stuff.
Oh, nice.
That's
Try to
good.
blend it in. Yeah,
So-
we'll try.
Just that will make Insieme grow. It'll take
Yes,
time,
of
but I
course.
mean, the Francophones, they run Quebec, man.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, but they
them, and
appreciate it.
Of course.
Yeah.
There's also my friend Jeff that wants us to do it Insieme like Frangé style, like Insieme
Ah,
Quebec.
that's funny. Okay.
We don't have enough content for that right now, but listen, I'm always up. I'm very perfectionist of what I like, but a lot of people, I need people to tell me some how do you say it?
Feedback.
Feedback.
Yeah.
And really the truth is, I get feedback from people, but not much. So
Okay.
everything that I do wrong or everything I do right is pretty much me, and I don't like that. It's not a good idea. I really need people to tell me what to do. You know what I mean?
Constructive, for sure.
I need the criticism. Yes, with our events, I'll get that and everything like that. That's fine. But I'm talking about I need somebody there to like a good partner to tell me what to do and stuff like that. You know, because right now I'm kind of winging it by myself. Sometimes Anthony will come out with something that's good. You know, he did an April Fool's with the cannoli. That was really fun. last year.
That was good.
Like he went to Tim Hortons and there was a
Yeah.
thing. He did that without telling me, and I'm like, that was awesome. You know? He goes, I have a video. I went to Tim Hortons. They have new cannolis. I'm like, what? And I'm like, you know, then that video just blew up. And then Donna Maria got into it also.
Yeah.
That went viral.
Yeah,
you know what
for
I mean?
sure.
Yeah.
For
Because
sure.
everybody started going to Tim Hortons. They're going to start. They actually went and ordered cannolis at Tim Hortons.
Oh my God.
Monsieur, il n'y a pas de cannoli ici, c'est quoi ça? You know, and like people were telling me, where did you get the cannoli? I'm like, what are you talking about? It was very confusing. So really, Anthony did a good job for that. So those are things that, you know what, if he wouldn't have done it, I wouldn't have never thought about it, you know? Sometimes my head, I'm very creative, but sometimes like, you know, I'm blocked. You know, it's like a writer's
course.
block. I mean, I got so many things going on, but so I need that feedback from people. And I think I don't get that enough.
I
Yeah.
have a suggestion. This is popping into my mind right now. It's a suggestion that I know you do work with Italfest.
Yes.
Maybe we can conceptualize, because I book all the Italfest
Yeah.
with Francesco, whatever. Maybe we can conceptualize something that Insieme could do, you know, other than the booth and all of that
Of
stuff.
course.
Maybe we could do something on stage.
Yeah, for sure. Of course.
Something to come up with a, you know, I don't know. It's a different spin on it.
Yes.
You know, having a big. I mean, you always have a big stage,
course.
but something. I don't know. Something.
Listen, I work a lot with Italfest and everything. I've
course.
worked in the last
Francesca,
2 years,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
Francesca and everything. There's still a lot of more things that I would like to incorporate and stuff. I
Yeah.
would love to give my ideas and stuff like that. I mean, you know, we'd have to talk about that because listen, Italfest last year was really, really good. I enjoyed it compared to, like, I think it got better.
Yeah.
You know, but it could still get better.
Of
Yeah,
course,
of
of
course.
course.
Everything, yeah.
I mean, there is people up there, you know, there still have that, you know, if it's not broken, don't fix it style.
Yeah.
But like, if you go to Toronto, I've been to the Vaughan Fest, I've been to Pizza Fest, I've been to Taste of Italy in Toronto. It's a completely different world. It is crazy.
Really?
It's really like San Gennaro. It's not, San Gennaro is like the top in New York when they do their New York thing. But in Toronto, wow, DJs. There was they brought in artists from the States. It was just amazing. Seriously, they really know what they're doing.
Yeah.
It felt like, wow, this is a big event. You know what?
Yeah.
Packed. There was booths, there was music, there was food everywhere, sausages. Here in Montreal, I find it's different. You know.
Yeah.
But it's different. I understand why, because there is a French aspect to it that we have to respect.
Yeah.
You know. In the
that's true.
Toronto and Ottawa, whatever it is, it's just, it could be all English. Who cares? You know, it's
Yeah,
different.
exactly.
There's not a lot of red tape. Here there is because of the, you know, we still have to respect, you know, Quebec.
Yeah, we still have to
There's
respect it.
there's a lot of
there's
rules.
yeah,
that-
yeah,
There is a lot of
there
rules. I
are.
get it. Trust me, I get it.
Yeah.
And then people don't get it because people would be like, why don't you do just like a San Gennaro party and stuff like that? It's just not going to happen. I mean, we have that Quebec thing. And
The
stuff
hands
like
are
that.
tied to a certain extent here.
There is,
Yeah.
which, you know, they just want that. But Italfest, since they have that that grandfather rule that they can do whatever they want, I think they can pump it up a bit more.
Yeah. You know what? The liveliness, I mean, there's so much to be had, eh? Like, there's so much.
Well,
it's-
let's
like,
have
you
that
could
conversation.
tell.
Let's have the conversation
Yeah,
for sure.
well-
Like not on the podcast, but like
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Outside the podcast.
Because I was there, because while people are, I go to an event, okay, if I'm not involved, like at Talfest or any event, I'll go inside. I don't criticize.
Yeah.
I'll just look and how would I make it better. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
So
yeah.
at Talfest, I saw there was at one point on a Saturday. Not on Saturday night. I was working on a Friday night. It was jammed.
Yeah.
It was jammed.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, it's jammed. So that's a good thing, but it's not, there was nothing, I don't want to say anything before. It was just like, there could have been more because
Yeah.
there's so many people
Yeah.
that want to be entertained. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
So they're just walking. There was still stuff to do. Hey, what's up, Johnny? What's up? Everybody's talking to people are seeing each other, you know? But I found it was more of a meet and greet. Everybody, there should have been a bit more. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
On the sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bands are good. Everything was good. The music was good.
Yeah.
It's all that good stuff. But I just
Like
find
more
it-
interactive.
engagement.
interactive,
Yes,
Yeah.
there's just missing that in the middle and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Because like I said, when you go to Taste of Italy in Vaughan or you go to Pizza Fest and you see what they do and then you come here,
Yeah.
it's
Night and
it's,
day.
it's night and day.
Yeah.
And you're like, why can't they do it like that? Like I said, besides the Quebec government, which I understand, we can do it like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess maybe it's just more of a question of worried to overstep, so to speak, or to sort of, because you don't want somebody to turn around and say, hey, pourquoi tu parles pas français? Like, you know what I mean? Stuff like that.
There's obviously there's rules and regulations,
Yes,
and you know,
but
like
still,
you said,
but still,
there's
you
grandfather
know?
things, and you know, there's stuff that's been done
Yes.
for
Yeah,
years,
exactly.
which you know,
A
some
little bit
people-
of a tweak, let's say.
Oh, you know, a
Tweaking
lot,
something
a
would
lot.
be interesting. It would be something like, okay, that's a great spin on this. I love the concept, and now you've just advanced it a bit.
Yes.
Which is good.
Yeah,
It's interesting.
The thing that I would start off with, because you can't completely change the whole wheel, that's not going to happen. But I
Yeah.
would go with some artists, bringing some artists and stuff like that. I know it's expensive. I know it's not part of the budget, whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But you'd have to bring in I'm not comparing to Toronto again, but I will right now.
Well, they did
Yeah,
2 years
yeah.
ago. They did 2 years ago with Pagliaro was the main,
Okay,
was
yeah.
the main
Yeah.
act.
Well, they have to keep on doing
And
that.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, I had a conversation 2 days ago with this year, and we're working on it. You know,
Yeah.
it's always.
But
a
even
budget
if you
thing.
bring you want to go you want to go cheesy again and just get somebody from the States and stuff like that, or like somebody from the States that sings and everything
Yeah.
that's very popular. Yeah, bring him. Or bring him or her. It's just I don't know, just add a bit more pizzazz to the
Absolutely,
Italian
Yeah,
fest, you know.
yeah.
100%.
But I liked what they did compared to last year. I like what Italian Fest did this year. I did.
Yeah,
I think it was good. They're just missing a few things.
It's
Yeah.
a work in progress. So I mean, last year was the first time I was there.
Yeah.
And it was her second.
It's her second, yeah. She
So-
actually, on her
Yeah,
own.
it's her second on her own. So
Yeah.
so she has she has a lot of ideas, really cool ideas. I can't divulge some of them, unfortunately, because yes, she knows this.
Yeah.
I'm just saying she knows what
I
you're
know she
saying.
knows.
Yeah.
And she, it's a work in progress, and every year it's attacking a different part of it to try and make
course.
it to
That level. Yeah.
That, and
Listen,
that's
we're always down. We always told her Francesca's the best, so I
Yeah.
total respect for her, and she knows that. Anytime you need our help
Yeah.
Yeah.
for what we think you should do,
Yeah.
because we get a lot of people telling us what they should do. There are a lot of people telling us what Italia Fest should do.
Yeah.
Like, listen,
Yeah.
it's not my part. It's not my event.
It's not a
That's
Latina.
Well, I see you're promoting. Yeah, okay, we're helping each other out.
Yeah.
We're doing the collab and everything.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I mean, I don't decide what they do and stuff like that, So next time I'm always open to ears for anybody else and everything like that,
Yeah. But
So,
it's,
but instead of Italia is cool and all that, but I mean, let's get back to
Yeah,
to
exactly.
you and the DJing. I know you started super young and you were
Yeah.
awesome at it. But I remember being like what. 25, 26 years old, you were the guy. You were, is it
for
Stevie
sure.
doing my wedding? So how did that
nice.
start? How did you start in that world, and where did it, how did it get you to where you are today? All of that.
It started off, I mean, really, because my grandfather was always like, when he was alive, and he goes, always get, this is true, this is not like you're trying to be all cool with the, he actually says, though, when you get a job, get a recession-proof job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Always try to get a recession-proof job.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't even know what that meant. I was a kid. I'm like, okay, what's a recession, But then after, slowly, But that had nothing to do with it. But I kind of said, I want to get something. I didn't want to be rich. I just wanted to be well off.
Yeah.
I was, some people they always have that thing. I want to be rich.
Yeah.
They start scamming things in the beginning, and they're doing this sketchy stuff. I just wanted to. I just wanted to make money. I just wanted to be well off. I just wanted to be happy, I wanted to be like...
Not struggle to make payments. That's all.
Yeah.
Exactly. But even as a kid, I kind of did that. I was working at the Montreal Gazette, and all that stuff, I'm in my late 40s now, but when I was like a kid, I was always trying to like make some money here and there. You know, I got my first ghetto blaster and everything
Oh my
like that.
God.
I was giving mise de côté every 50 bucks. Yeah. But when I got that radio, it was like the best thing ever in my
Yeah.
life. I got a ghetto blaster. It was amazing. Seriously, I still remember this, you know. And a funny fact, I will get back to what you just said. I went on Facebook Marketplace. I don't know if it was the same one, but I bought it, the same one that was.
Oh
when I
my
was a kid.
God,
It was
seriously.
like 50 bucks and I just got it. Now it's on display. I mean, I'm not using it or anything, but it was just cool. You know, that's what really started off my music, because I was just doing tapes and all that stuff and everything. And then my brother, which is like 10 years older than me, he had a Sweet 16 party. And then after, I was just like, it wasn't Sweet 16, it was like his 20th party, I don't remember what it was. And I was just like taking tapes and all that stuff and just mixing for the first time, you know? Taking CDs and cassettes. It was just putting, you know, everything easier and stuff like that. So then after I started getting into that, shining with the music. He was my first party, kind of, at my house. My mother gave me cigarettes to everybody. It was a disaster. And it was fun. And then then after I met this guy, Steve, we called ourselves Double Trouble and stuff like that. It was like a little DJ company. We got our first cards. We're all excited, you know. Business cards for $500 were like $1,000. It was so expensive. We're all excited. They were coming out, you know, those first cards, you know. They were matte. And
People used to use them, though.
yeah, I
back
used to
then.
love it. I used to love those
Yeah.
cards, you know. So Steven, then after we were using turntables and all that stuff, we used to do Sweet 16s, and then all of a sudden I started doing mixtapes and everything like that. You know, I wanted to do mixtapes and everything, and then they were costing expensive. But I said, this is the way that I want to get my name out there. You know what I mean? And this is before social media and all that stuff. You know, I really says, what way can I get popular? Because it's not the same now. I mean, before there was nothing. You didn't know anybody.
Exactly.
There was no social media. There was no phones. There was nothing. So I said, I'm going to make mixtapes and all that stuff. So I started off with like maybe 300 tapes, which cost me almost, I don't even remember, maybe 500, 600 bucks. And I was a kid at that time, you know?
Yeah.
But I wanted to give them out for free to everybody, you know? So I wanted people to get to know me and making t-shirts free and all that stuff. And then I started doing that, and then I started getting older. We were around 18. Then I was doing CDs and all that stuff too. 2,000 CDs I would make. My friends would go on vacation, Punta Cana, and this and that. I'd say, no, guys, I got to save my money. I was blowing my money on advertising. That's all I was doing.
Nice.
Really. But it was fun because people would see me on the streets. Hey, you're the guy with the CD. You're Stevie V and this and that, you know? And then after with that, clubs started calling me and all that stuff. And then I started off with Moomba. It was 2005 and everything. And then that's it. Then after, it just got really, really big. Still doing CDs and all that stuff. And now we do it online and everything. But that's how it started everything. And then weddings, I started off working with this guy, Frank. And then Gold Star, I started working with them in 2000. And then just blew up.
And you've been
2000
busy
you
ever
started
since.
this?
Gold Star was, no, not 2000. That was because it was the Y2K. Maybe 3 years later. Yeah, 2003, 2004. Yeah.
Wow.
It was crazy. I've been with Sal for a long time now. Sal, Gold Star, we're a very big company
Yeah.
and everything. But me and Sal are still the #1 team, and you know, all our DJs are amazing and stuff. People call me right now. They want me there because I do a lot of the TikTok stuff and whatever. They're starting to like that.
Yeah.
But I've been in the wedding business for so long and everything. I don't want to do the clubs anymore and everything. Once in a while, special guest here and there, and you know, I'll do like 2 weeks ago, I went to a C16. The father really liked me. The daughter really likes my mixes, so I went there for an hour to to a little hall and just mixed for
very
an hour.
cool.
Hey kids, what's going on? You know, I'm just playing Travis Scott and all the hip hop stuff. They don't want to hear like Pitbull and shit. They want to hear like the crazy trap stuff. But I knew that's what they wanted, you know. And I was just talking it out, you know. It felt a bit odd, but she really liked me. You know, they're all kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a different style, but it was fun, you know. And then after. But that's it. Then I started doing weddings, and that's how I progressed. There's a lot of things that I did between that, but it started off with a little ghetto blaster. My brother's Sweet 16 or 18, 20, I don't remember what it was, and just going up and up and up and up and up. You know,
Oh, that's crazy. And so, what is the best part of what you do?
of DJing.
No, of everything.
I don't want to get into too deep stuff, but listen, when you do a lot of stuff, what happens is you're not the most content person. You know what I mean? I'm going to go deep on this one. It is. I love what I do, but I find that because I do a bit too much, that it actually, we were talking about this before, that it actually brings down a lot of the other stuff, my social life and everything like that, because you're always trying to be creative, and I'm so a perfectionist that I need to I'm always thinking about that. It's not a good thing.
Okay.
It's like you're going to work a 9 to 5, but all you do is work and work. You're always thinking about your work and everything. You're trying to, maybe you're trying to impress your boss, whatever. I'm not trying to impress, but I'm trying to impress my boss, which is me, you know? So I'm always trying to do something good. But, so, the only thing is I'm happy, but I would say it's just that I would need somebody else to help me out and all that stuff, and then I'd feel much better and stuff.
But can somebody help you out?
That's what I was going to say, because
I've tried.
Yeah, it's because that's I know exactly how you feel. I'm the same way. Sometimes it would be so good to have someone take care of this, that, and the other thing. But then if I'm going to go back and watch how they do it and what they're doing, and I'm going to overanalyze, well, I didn't solve anything.
And you're right.
For
the Insieme, the social media, that's the thing. The events, listen, I have Anthony, I have Valeria, I have the girls that work in the front. They're good. They make the tables. Yeah. So I have a good team for that. You know what I mean? Yeah. But the actual concepts and everything it's pretty much me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people would say it's good, it's you, but I don't want to take all the credit. That's why I love my team. I love to give credit to everybody else. I don't show my face on Insieme. Well, you hear my voice and everything, but I try to give it up to my creators.
I love that.
I want them to be the stars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for the events and all that stuff, I do need help and everything. But listen, the events are good, but the social media, I just need help and everything like that. But don't make it seem like I'm trying to be sad or anything. You know what I mean?
We have a couch there.
Exactly.
Don't worry about it.
It's not like I'm feeling bad for myself, because we're successful for what we are, for that niche of. But sometimes, like I said, creativity, it kind of screws you up, because it's all about creativity. You know what I mean? I'm always trying to get the best thing that's coming up. I always want to get better and better and better. And it kind of screws me up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're too creative, it kind of it ruins you a bit. You know what I mean? So
yeah, because you never think that you're going to get to that place that you're okay. Now I'm satisfied. There's always something better.
Exactly.
Yeah, you see that can it's true. But is that just like an artistic thing? That you can always think that you're always going to accomplish to get better and better and better, but that we're not happy.
Well, it's part of it. Has to be part of it, because also at a point, if ever you stop, well, results show. If you stop being creative, then it's going to be okay for a while, then it's going to go down.
But is there ever a moment that you can say, okay, now I'm satisfied to where it's at right now? Is there anything more? Like, do you feel that when you're doing something, you could say, and you had said it before, yes, I can accomplish something that's always better, but what else from that moment? Like, how do you know that there is better, that you haven't achieved it?
Well,
I like that answer.
I don't know. It's a good question. You know what? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a hard answer. It's not an easy answer.
Exactly.
But I think to some degree, the creativity needs to keep going in your head.
It needs to. If I don't keep on going, if I stop it, well, I guess I'll find something else to do as well. So
something else that you're being creative.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it has to be creative. Exactly. But for Insieme stuff, I don't know. It's just that's a very good question. I don't know. But all I know is with Insieme, if I would stop it now, I mean, people would probably be like, what the hell's going on and stuff like that. Yeah. But I find in this society, this is another thing why I have to keep on going with my creativity, is because I put a video up today, people love it. But after tomorrow, people are just like, okay, what's new? What else?
It dissolves into,
in 10 years ago, I think life, even 10 years ago, maybe 2015, life was a bit more slower. It is too fast right now. You know what I mean? It is very fast. Days go faster. I'll post a video today, just an example. I'll put a Frank video yesterday. It goes crazy. But then after, it's like the hype goes, it's over now. So what's next? So people just forget that there's a lot of things, that society is too fast. I think if Insieme we just stopped it, there'd be people pissed off, people sad, and what's going on. But after a week, 2 weeks, if it's still off, people are just going to forget about you. That's the way it is.
That's the way it is.
It's very quick. I find this generation very,
It's
very
very
fast.
quick.
It's like a blink.
Yes, a lot of people be me. I remember Insieme 2 months ago used to be there. Now I heard it's finished now. They'll find something else to attach to.
Of course.
Well,
Of
it's,
course.
like, it's like artists. They have to release songs every 2
Yeah.
months, 3 months.
Yes, of course.
You can't wait a year like it used to be. Joe Bon Jovi used to write an album.
yeah.
2 years later, you'd get another one. Now it's like if it's not,
Yes.
if there's something's not happening, they're not relevant. It's finished.
It's because I want to stay relevant to a point and everything, relevant for our niche and everything, but so that's what kind of like
Yeah.
makes me anxious and makes me kind of like not like I said, not sad or anything, but just like you have to keep on going to be relevant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have to come up with a new concept. You have to go. So it's a lot of pressure on yourself. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
People are gonna say, "Well, you don't need that pressure. Just stop it." Yeah, you could stop it. Like nobody cares. You know? But I mean, it's just that I'm the type of person that I have to keep on going. I have to go for new stuff. I don't follow trends, but I mean, I have to keep on going and stuff like that. Because people really, this society right now, it's like too fast. And even for like you were saying, rock stars, or even people that even from Montreal, they.
Yeah.
You're very big 10 years ago, but now nobody cares about you anymore.
Exactly.
They won't care about you, but some people really want to but I remember when I was 10 years ago, I was doing this, I was amazing.
Yeah.
They walk into a place like they're still the shit, but
Yeah.
they're not.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah.
don't feel that way. I feel like, okay, maybe I was a shit last week, but right now I'm like, okay, but that's my thing. People still know who we are. After a week, it's not a big problem, but I'm the type of person like after a week, whatever I did, for me, it's pretty much erased.
But that's why you're always trying to
You're only as
advance
best as
yourself.
you're only as good as your last movie. That's what the directors used to say. in my
Yeah,
show. It says,
exactly.
You're only as good as your last film. You know what I mean? Goodfellas was good. He made a lot of more films. One film botched. Now they're like, okay, well, your last film botched. Yeah, but I did Goodfellas. Who cares? What's
Yeah.
your next film?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why it's with the creative thing and the social media, and it's just you have to keep on going.
But do you find the pressure is really great, especially in a person in your position, right? Because you want it to increase, you want the levels to keep going, you want that engagement, young, old, middle age.
Yeah.
But do you find that hard on you?
I find it hard on me. I don't find there's pressure. Because sometimes I'll be like, I always want to do like, because I post 7 days a week. I want to post maybe 5 days a week and stuff like that, but then I always end up posting still Saturday. Unless I really have, sometimes that happens because my father's in the hospital now. So I'm always there and everything like that. So I'm doing my work there. I'm doing everything there, So sometimes really I cannot do anything. So, sometimes I just don't post. But usually if everything is good, I'm posting 7 days a week and everything like that. So, and I got to take care of all my staff. I got to tell them what to do. Okay, guys, you're going here, you're going there. So it's a lot of work. You know what I mean? At the end of it, do I get anything out of it? Yeah, I get like I said, I get the dopamine. I don't smoke. I don't do anything.
That's good.
It's my
though.
drug. Yeah. When a video does good, it's kind of my drug, and I like it. You know.
Absolutely.
Is there any segment or anything that you've done so far that best represents you?
From Insieme?
Or with anything that you do? What is the best, what can you say best represents your creativity, your work, that you can say, wow, this one is mint, this one's top notch?
Mint, okay.
That's the next
Toronto
word you
thing.
gotta use.
No, that's a Toronto thing. We actually put that in the St. Leonard slang. We said mint. And Frank goes, no, that's a Toronto thing. You don't say that. Yeah. No, I'm like a chameleon. I change colors all the time. I'm like, no, everything I like, actually. There's not one thing,
There's not one that you would say, I can't wait for this to come out.
You know what? No. I think I like everything. I like everything that comes out. Everything I post and everything, there's some things that I like less and everything. Some things that I like more, but I'm pretty much, the mores are pretty much consistent. Yeah. And the lesser ones, whatever, they're just content and everything, but I don't know.
That's interesting because sometimes, you would have somebody say, well, I really prefer this. I like the direction this took. I'm actually impressed that you like everything uniformly.
Yeah. When it comes to this point and the way I am, I think that nothing, I don't mean this in a bad way or anything. Nothing impresses me that much. You know what I mean? I think I'm consistently never getting impressed with what I do. But if people like it, then it's good. You know, I kind of latch on to what people like. If I'm getting that recognition for like a series that I'm doing,
That's the DJ training.
yes,
It's the DJ training. It's like,
Yeah.
you know what? They like this. I got to go, that drug.
yes, it is that. So you know what? I'll go with what the people want. It's not
Nice.
what I want. Sometimes it is what I want because I don't care. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it comes to my events, especially like China and stuff like that, it's what I want. People come up to me, there's a little bit of this, or you should have did this. I'll tell them, no, I'm going to do it like this. You don't want to come to the next one, don't come.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so
I get
true.
like China, I
right?
really get pissed off.
Yeah.
I love the people there. There's 1% of people that really, they just come for like the cheap food and all that stuff. They don't care about they don't care about what we do. They don't care about. La China is really about the food, but it's not about the food. It's really about getting everybody together. Yes, of course, it's the food. We're starving. We're Italians.
Yeah.
There's a lot of food, so I get it.
Yeah.
But I'd say about, and I don't mean this for a bad way, even if you come for La China for the food, I don't really care. It's, as long as you're coming, you're having a good time, that's fine. But I'd say about 20% of the people come there that don't really care what I do. They don't care about Insieme. They don't care about nothing. They're there for the food. And it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. They're coming. It's
Like in
fine.
the end, it's just,
But it's fine. But 80% do come. Well, 80% is a bit too high. I'd say about 70% really come for the experience. They know Insieme. They know us.
Yeah.
They're coming for the food. They're coming for the culture. They're coming for everything like that.
Yeah,
you know,
the
and I
people
appreciate it.
too.
And I'm
Yeah.
happy that,
Yeah.
when I leave La Chena, I'm tired and everything, but I'm very happy, I'll come up there with no money and I'll be like, I did this. We stressed for nothing, but we stressed for no money. But, for me, it's like, I like it, and the people enjoy it. People come up to me, they're, weeks later, I love La Chena. I came to the fifth one. It was amazing. You guys are doing a great job. So that's
Yeah.
nice. I like that,
Good. Yeah.
That I like. But like I said, there's still those people that just come. They don't really care what we do and stuff like that. So, which is fine. I mean, it happens for everything,
Yeah, but in the end, it's noise. Like
Yes,
that's just noise,
exactly.
right? You do what you do, and you've accomplished quite a bit.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's very well organized, and
Yes.
it's you see it. You go, you're standing there, and you see everybody extremely enjoying themselves.
Yes.
With the dancing and not necessarily only the food. I mean, the food is
course.
always great, but in the end, it's just about being sociable and with people, even
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
right? And I think that's a whole part of it, and that whole cultural experience too, with the younger, the older,
for
the
sure.
middle age, everybody coming together, it gives you a different vision. Like,
Yeah.
you know what? Why hasn't this been done before?
Yeah, of course.
Because people enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, I always find La Chena is I'm very satisfied with La Chena. Seriously, I'm happy with that event. Like I said, I would like to make money on the event, but other than that, I mean, I'm very happy with La Chena. There's still, we really get stressed. You don't see behind the scenes. Like I'll get into arguments with people. It's crazy,
wow.
Oh yeah. Like I go mental. I'm the type of person. Listen, if you're coming for $60,
Yeah, like for
Yeah.
real.
unless you got
Come
food
on.
poisoning, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Like really,
Yeah.
you have to shut up.
It's true, 100%.
I go mental. Like seriously, there's some people like I'm not gonna, I don't know them personally, but some people are coming there to stir shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
They
don't
do.
know that and that.
But I'm used to it. It's fine. It's okay. So when it's smaller, like Gusto, which I had a great time. I had so much fun at Gusto. Like the first one, everybody was there. Everybody's having a good time. Everybody's friends. We're making new friends. I met so many people. Then when it got bigger, now you're talking. It's a different.
It's a different
It's
ball.
different ball
It's a different ball
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
So that's why, sometimes you go on the mic, it'd be like, guys, do not change seats. You know what I mean? Do not change seats. So a lot of people, what they're doing is just, they think it's a free for all. You know what I mean? It's like a wedding. When it comes to 700 people, it's like a wedding. You have to be on that table. You know?
Yeah.
So a lot of people, what they're doing, they would be like, oh, my friend Mary's there. I'm gonna sit with her. But that doesn't work.
No, it
Yeah,
doesn't work.
like it doesn't work.
So that happens. It doesn't happen that much anymore, but it happened at the last one, and it caused a disaster. I don't want to sit at that table. We're sitting at this table.
No, they just get up.
You just get up.
They just walk.
So people come up to the organizers. They won't come up to me.
Yeah.
I'm the final boss. So if they
Yeah.
come up to me, and then I'm gonna go mental.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have
of
security
course.
now. We're good.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I should get into this, but whatever. Who cares? So people are just like, there was one table. They just came in and they're just like, and they're coming up to me. They go, okay, this is it. When they come to me, it's like, this is the final. Anthony tried. Everybody tried. The bouncers tried. So they come up to me. This table number 54. they're not sitting there, but they're going on. They're supposed to be at 57, you know.
Yeah.
But they don't want to get up. They say, we don't care. We're not getting up. This is what we like.
Oh my God.
So I just went mental.
Yeah.
So I go there, you know, and I go, guys, I'm gonna give you a thing. I'm gonna either give you your money back and you leave right now, or you're gonna move. We're not moving.
Oof.
Okay. I go, so you have literally 1 minute. I'm gonna go to the DJ booth. I'm gonna get my stuff, and you're gonna come back. I'm gonna give you all your money back, and you're gonna leave. There's the bouncers here. I don't like the way you're talking to us and stuff like that. I go, you have to understand something. For $60, I'm not gonna go get stressed out.
Yeah.
You're
absolutely.
right, 100%.
I go, this is like a wedding.
Yeah.
I go, like China is about, it's about happiness. It's
Yeah.
about, I'm getting mad about this
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now. Still thinking about it. Still thinking about it. It's about just community. It's about
Yeah.
being happy. It's $60, just
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
this and that. I go, listen, guys, I'm going to be very nice. You know, then you were getting rude to me. I go, listen, you're going to have 1 more minute to move.
Yeah.
And if you don't move, I'm going to forcefully take you out. I had to.
That's it. Yeah.
I didn't say it that way to, you know,
No, but yeah.
it came
It
up to
escalated.
levels. It escalated.
Yeah.
It has to though. Fuck off.
But you
like,
know what?
honestly,
In the end, like honestly, that's ridiculous.
It was,
that is ridiculous.
I couldn't believe it. I thought it was I thought I was getting pranked at one point.
Yeah.
So I'm looking around. He goes, "This is a joke."
I'm getting
Anthony,
punked.
You're screwing me. He goes, "Bro, this is serious." I'm like, "Well, yeah." They finally got up, but they made a big stink and whatever. They got up, you know. And then the other people were there too, and everything like that. The other people were there, and they said thank you very much and all that stuff. So you know, and whatever. That the people that had to move were probably pissed off all night. But
Oh, well.
I don't really
Too bad
care.
for them.
You know what I mean?
That's what I say.
$60, you eat like a king. You have
Yeah.
music
But
all
that's what
night
I'm
long.
saying.
It's just,
But that's what happens when it gets too big. Now,
Yeah.
I'm not, listen, they're wrong for what they did. But when you're at 700 people or 600 people or 500, 300, you're going to get that, you know?
the
Yeah.
percentage is very, very low, but it's still that one, you know, because what is it?
Yeah,
a
but it kind
table
of
of
ruins
10?
it. But I was
10?
stressed all night.
Yeah,
you know?
that's the thing.
And it ruins your night because
Well, I
you're
didn't ruin my night because I kind of fixed it, but it kind of did in the beginning.
yeah.
Because I'm very like this. I'm not going to argue with you.
Yeah.
It's like comments we get on social media. If somebody says, you know, they want to battle their trolls, I just block.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love it.
I'm not going to start talking about them. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like imagine they say, okay, Frank, I don't know, Frank sucks. He looks like an idiot.
Yeah.
I'm not going to start.
Yeah. You
Those
just get rid of
are
it. Eliminate the issue.
Eliminate.
Eliminate it.
What am I going to say that's gonna make him go on my side?
It's gonna make that
he's
guy
a troll, and that's it.
who's
Yeah.
behind the computer.
Exactly.
But he wants a
Probably 6,
reaction.
14
He wants
years
a
old.
reaction, and I'm sorry to say, but that's your
I don't
credibility,
get
and
reaction.
it's
I
yeah.
have no reaction.
Yeah.
That's why I told that table. There's no reaction. I go, guys, you have 1 more minute. Or you move to the other table, or you're out.
Yeah.
That's it. Or I forcefully to get you out.
Yeah.
There's no conversation
No,
anymore.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I
happening.
mean?
I
Yeah.
decide. You decide.
Yeah,
It's
that's
yours.
it.
You
Yeah.
decide, and that's it.
That's it. We have to do it that way, so it stops all the arguments and everything.
Yeah.
I'm very, you know, people think I'm like, how do you say it? Like I don't want to say the word of that, you know, that World War II guy, whatever. I'm very stuff, you know. But I'm a lesser version of him. But I really like, especially when it comes to events, I'm very,
Yeah.
you know,
Structured. Yeah, yeah.
very structured.
But
you
you
see
have
what
to.
you
That's
see
part
what
of
it
the
is. When
job.
people walk in before it opens, I lose my mind. I think of every event like a Hollywood show,
Yeah.
like a Broadway show.
Yeah.
The show starts at 6. Everybody has to be ready at 6.
Yeah.
The doors open at 6:30. There's nobody in the hall. Welcome everybody, and they walk in. Wow, that's
Yeah.
the way it's supposed
That's
to
the
be.
way it's
Yeah.
supposed to
Not because black people walk in and everything like that. No. People are like, you know, some people will tell me, Steve, it's okay. They're just, no, I want everybody out. It
Yeah.
starts at 6,
Yeah.
open the doors, and like, you know,
Yeah.
there's music playing, and
Yeah.
people are like, wow, this is
100%.
nice.
Yeah,
And
you
if
have a
it starts
vision,
at
and that's
6,
exactly
it
it.
starts at 6,
Exactly.
not
I agree.
6:15,
No, it
not
starts
oh
at
we're running
6:01.
late.
That's
No,
what it
it's
is.
6.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I know.
And I'm very, when it comes to events, it has to be perfect, and it has to be, people are going to be like, yeah, but nobody cares. Yeah, but they probably don't care. But for me, I want
I
it to be
care,
like
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
exactly.
It has to be like a Hollywood movie. It has to be like a Hollywood Broadway show. I do events very Americanized. You know, they know what they're doing. It's
Yeah.
very structured.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have a big team of me, of my coordinator, this and that. It's pretty much me and some other people that are working. And that's what I feel that we should be ready for. That's why I lose my mind sometimes. But I lose my mind because that's the way it's got to be. The
That's
event
good.
has to be perfect. and
I
stuff
know.
like
I
that.
agree. I agree. I totally
What
share
are
that.
events that are coming up before we
Yeah.
end off? What can you promote? What's
Yes.
coming up?
What's
Uh,
coming
Well, we
up?
have
Let us know.
Capodanno. Capodanno is our New Year's Eve event. It's going to be an Italian event. It's going to be at the Madison. We
That's
did it
amazing.
last year at Plaza Centerville. Now we're going back to St. Leonard. We're already getting a lot of people coming, so that's good. It's a family event for kids and not kids, but everybody, family, everybody's invited and everything. Then I have La Cena the 12th, and
Where is La Cena?
La Cena is, we didn't announce it
Okay,
yet,
I was
but it's in
gonna
St. Leonard.
Okay.
It's a big hall,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
whatever. It's going to be nice, you know? And then after that, I think I have some other events, and we're doing something with San Gennaro and Frenzy Tours.
Nice.
So we're doing like a New York thing.
Sweet.
Yeah. With
Very
that's cool.
cool.
Yeah.
Very
so
cool.
we're going to the San Gennaro is celebrating their 100-year anniversary.
Oh, nice.
So we're doing a Montreal to New York Frenzy Tours collab that we're going to do something with that as well.
Oh,
With
cool.
buses, yeah, we're doing we're doing something really cool with that. And then we have La Cena in March. We have we're going to be in LaSalle probably in March because we want to get that West Island LaSalle.
Yeah.
They're always telling us, guys, we can't come to the East all the time. Let's do one in LaSalle.
Oh, we're in LaSalle. That's where I grew up. You know.
In LaSalle, I'm thinking about Bocce's or something.
Nice!
250
Oh.
people. I really want to do LaSalle because I want to move to LaSalle soon.
You do?
Yeah.
I'm from LaSalle.
I love LaSalle.
Really?
I love LaSalle.
That's
I don't know why I love LaSalle, but I'm in St. Leonard too. I love St. Leonard.
Joey makes the best sausage sub
Yes.
at Bocce's.
Yeah,
Come
it's
on, man.
very
It's
good.
fun.
Non-gluten,
Very good.
but whatever. He does very good stuff. Joey's
He
the
does.
best.
He's very good.
We did Frank's birthday there last week. It was amazing.
Yeah.
No, I want to do a Bocce's. Just a lot of people from West Island and LaSalle want to come and everything like that. So we want to cater to them, and we're going to sell out in
Oh,
2
my brother for
seconds.
sure is going to want to go to
We're
that
going to
one.
sell out 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And I want to do it there. And then after, we're going to once a month, once every 2 months, we're going to be all over the place for like Shanna.
And where do people find you? Like, where,
Yeah.
how do they, if they want to follow Insieme, just Insieme
It's
Montreal?
Insieme _Montreal on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Just put Insieme. It always comes. We're verified and all that stuff, so it pops up pretty fast. And we do everything.
And for you, for DJing and whatnot.
Yeah, for you.
For DJing, it's DJ Stevie MTL, but it goes through all Gold Star. And people call me like for bookings, like I'm pretty much booked. And you know,
Wow, that's
I don't want to. I don't want to book more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like if I'm not a 20-year-old DJ that's gonna DJ 4 nights a week. I don't want to do that. I don't even have time. You know, I'll do that 1 or 2 max because it's Christmas parties right now. But yeah. So, but it's DJ Stevie MTL and Insieme, of course, and then there's my marketing firm that I do as well.
Nice.
What's the marketing firm called?
Marketing firm is just it's DJ
Called Stevie.
Yeah, call Stevie.
It's actually DJ Stevie. I still go under the Insieme marketing.
Okay.
It's still on Insieme
Okay.
marketing. Yeah,
Very cool.
whatever. Yeah, it's cool.
Thanks so much for
problem. I had a great
coming. It was
time.
amazing.
I talked a bit too much.
No,
but
I
whatever.
love
No,
it.
it was amazing. It was
I
amazing.
could have went deeper and everything, but we're gonna keep it.
That's
like
the
that
next
for now.
one.
Yeah, it's the
That's
next
the
one,
next
exactly.
one.
Next one, yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.
problem.
Thank you, Vanny. Thank you, everybody, for watching. This is definitely the one that you have to watch because there's so much happening in the next, coming up now and into the new year and in the new year and the years after that. So stay tuned. You guys have to be sharp on social media because there's a lot happening. Take care. Have a good night. Thanks
out.
for tuning in.
Ciao.
Bye.